Hello friends, welcome to Mysterious Stories. Friends, the years 1665 and 1666 will be remembered throughout England's history. During these 2 years, a weird sickness swept throughout England's metropolis, London. Black marks began emerging on the bodies of London residents. Following this, they began coughing and bleeding from their lips. Friends, these individuals died within a few days. In London alone, 1 lakh individuals died as a result of this sickness over the course of 2 years. Due to limited advancements in medical research at the time, doctors were unable to comprehend the circumstances surrounding these individuals after 2 years. Imagine 1 lakh people dying in only one city over the course of 2 years. This is also known as the Great Plague of London. Friends, this sickness was spread by rats. There used to be black rats in London. These rats carried the bacterium Yersinia pestis. If these rodents bite someone, the bacteria will travel to the person's lungs. It used to spread via the bloodstream, causing the person to die within a few days. This pathogen could also travel from person to person, which explains why people died so quickly. Friends, 350 years ago, there was no proper sanitation in London. Many portions of the city were filled with dirt, allowing rats to enter and settle there. Even doctors at the time couldn't figure out how to cure the disease, and in just 2 years, 1 lakh people perished in London. Approximately 15% of London's population was killed. Friends, during this period, the wealthy and powerful people of London were fleeing the city, but those who couldn't afford to go were compelled to remain. On the other hand, trade from London to Britain and other European countries was halted. If someone contracted this sickness, they were locked inside the house. The government even slaughtered street dogs and cats because they were accused of spreading the sickness. This exacerbated the situation because cats used to eat the rodents that transmitted the sickness, and these cats were exterminated. Friends, doctors used to cover themselves entirely. They were dressed appropriately so that they would not become victims of this disease, as we did with the coronavirus. The only difference was that 350 years ago, no one knew how to cure this sickness. Anyway, at the time, thousands of people died every week, and the question of how and where to bury their bodies emerged immediately. Previously, the dead remains were buried in church grounds, but as the numbers grew, they were obliged to dig holes in various sections of London and bury them there. There are still thousands of dead bodies under London from 350 years ago. The majority of these dead bodies were buried in the countryside. Construction continued in London throughout time, and the city expanded, and no one knows where the thousands of dead bodies are buried now. Where exactly were they buried? Even now, these bots are put in several spots in London to demonstrate that human corpses are buried beneath them. A similar tragedy occurred while a railway station was being constructed in London. Today, it is known as the Elizabeth Line. Friends, during the building, 4,000 human remains were discovered beneath this location. Many regions of London still contain the remains of thousands of people who died during that time period.